Whew. If you're watching on YouTube, you have not missed anything. I had to take care of something real quick. Right at the start of the stream. So. Why was Tristan not our advisor? Because he died. That'd be a very good reason for him to not be our advisor. Okay. So who do we want to rank up and do High Priest, Regent, or Counselor? Let's do Regent. Valerie is the weakest of this group. There are 13 events? I'm sorry? Okay, success. Failure. Success. Success! Okay, we got a lot. There's a lot go. Oh my. Why? Alright, somebody needs to take care of the choking death. You have to take care of that. Take care of that. Take care of 7. Sorry? 7? Okay. Why are these DC so high? This is very dumb. That's ridiculous. One moment. Oh, I do apologize. We have a dog that's being a little bit of a problem. Yes, you're being a problem. Alright. Lindsay excitedly waves around a letter in neat handwriting on expensive stationery. I have news. Take a look. Iravetti, King of Pitex, sends you an invitation to the Rushlight tournament. We're not going to miss it, right? And you're taking me, of course. All the high society of Pitex will be there, including people from the academy. Even Headmaster Altia Gitarin. I'd love to see her face when she hears about the book Professor Aobold and I. Professor Aobold is writing with me. What's this tournament? Iravetti holds once in several years. Guests come from all the nearby kingdoms. Mivin, Gralton, Bervoy. I haven't been there personally, but I hear it's always a lot of fun. What can you tell me? Pitex and a team. Well, imagine a roadhouse full of pirates, mercenaries, smugglers, spies, and other gentlemen of fortune. They're drinking to their success, talking business, buying, selling, hiring, choking, burying. Now take this roadhouse and imagine it's the size of a kingdom. That was Pitex before Iravetti. Now imagine some unknown bard enters the roadhouse. I swear this dog. Now imagine some unknown bard enters the roadhouse, pulls off a few shady deals, and suddenly becomes its owner. Everything's the same as it was, but now the walls are covered with portraits of the owner, a brass band plays music every night, a juggler with a pet bear walks around the room, gnome strippers dance on the tables, barmen sell a variety of racy stuff, so it's from beyond its beer. That's Pitex now. Okay, if he holds it once every in several years, why do you wait until now to invite me? How would I know what goes on in Iravetti's head? Just thought you weren't important enough as a baron, but now you're a bona fide king. His equal, you could say. There's no reason not to invite you to what he considers the major social event of the year. Are you sure this isn't a trap? It's certainly possible. There's definitely some catch here. This is Iravetti we're talking about, after all. I doubt he tried to kill you at his own festival with business partners from all his neighbors present. More likely to try to sell you on some fraudulent deal or another. Keep your eyes and ears open and don't sign anything. Alright, well, if we have the time, we'll go. Great. Trap or no, it'll at least be a ton of fun. You'll take me with you, right? Pretty please? Yes, Lindsay, we'll take you with us. It's fine. I'd like to ask for your advice, Jimmy Pathfinder. Two clans from the swamps are arguing over a meadow. Solid, fertile ground is very valuable in the marshes, especially when you have so many mouths to feed. Van Elders decided to determine the owner by a long-standing tradition. Here's the essence of it. 10 armed men from each clan will face each other in the meadow. The first clan to lose all its fighters relinquishes its claim to the land. It's a cruel tradition, but they've been following it for many generations. Even if we prohibit the tradition, it'll make them angrier, and they'll seek to settle their score by other means. Their way of life shouldn't be disturbed. Alright, let them do it. Trying to cancel a centuries-old tradition by a decree would be like trying to empty the swamp with a bucket. Many years before they're prepared to change their ways. Go to the tavern after the council. Need to talk. A damn tribe in Nilik. A ghost. You come? I'll wait. I'm trying to get drunk, but I really want to. Virginia Skegg looks much better than she did on your first meeting, back when she could barely stand for the wounds she'd received fighting the golem. Now the dwarf stands proudly attention you before you in polished armor. Your Highness, my dear Sir Helm, deeply respected servant of Glotus, Skegg Khan has sent me to express our gratitude for everything you've done for us. Present you with this humble gift. This for Sir Helm personally, from the metal of artifacts unmade by him. Small but heavy chest. Well, I'm glad you're all right. Nice to see someone manage to make something useful out of those worthless scraps. Not sure what that's about, but cool. Oh, right, we report on the latest thing. No matter what curses the denizens of the First World cast upon you, no matter what cruel tactics they use, repel them with all with valor. Bravo, Your Highness. Accept this humble gift as a sign of gratitude from the subjects. Whatever Narissa's got planned, I'm sure we can handle it. Each of our attacks is stronger than the last, but we're getting stronger too. Case, it won't be long. Why do you think the attacks keep getting more dangerous? Been playing with us. We attacked at full strength a few years ago when the barony of V2 land was still in the cradle. We couldn't possibly have endured. She still need to keep us alive or something, but now that we've lost our usefulness, she's decided to finish us off. I have a different theory. This curse from the Bald Hilltop is an unstable portal, bridge between Galarian and the First World. The more it is used, the more firmly anchored it becomes, which allows Nerissa to send more and more powerful armies. I think both of you are right. The stability of the portal does play an important role in the increasing power of Nerissa's attacks. However, it is true that she allowed the barony of V2 land to get on its feet, when it was newly formed. How soon until Nerissa is able to bring the full power of her army down upon us? Soon her strength has nearly reached its peak. Might not be there yet. This assault will surely be especially dangerous. Use the portal to get at her? Alas, not yet. The passage between worlds is not reliable. Not sure of where it will take us, or if it will activate at all. Such is the nature of unstable First World portals. Such a portal is unreliable even for denizens of the First World. We see a small portion of the hordes that Nerissa sends through the portal to attack us. Nerissa doesn't care what happens to the countless who goes missing. However, with each attack, the portal becomes more and more stable. This dog's being a real problem today. Okay, we need to prepare. We will prepare well. Just let her try and come at us again. We'll beat her back to where she came from. Cap our victory by writing a song about her. A really funny and embarrassing one. Everyone in the first world will be singing it for her. Yeah, got him, Lindsay.
Iravetti, King of Pitax, invited our king to a tournament. But why? A demonstration of neighborly amiability, perhaps? Unlikely. The ruler of Pitax was renowned for his devious guile.
The War of the River Kings, huh? Alright. So let's see. Got a reward. We got 18,000 gold. We got Metal Reborn. +6 enhancement to Wisdom and Charisma, and 5 damage resistance towards bludgeoning. Alright. Is wearing Mental Perfection +4, so this is absolutely an improvement. What are you? But you? Mental Perfection? I mean... Inspired Wisdom +4. Z, you've got Mental Perfection +6, so that's obviously better. I don't know. Put this on you. Then give you, like, actual armor. For armor, what do we want? Chainmail +4 seems pretty alright. And you can wear this robe. Right. Level of Thug. There's something else we'd rather you have. Yeah, Thug's fine. We're gonna make Lindsay more of a front line fighter. What do we want here? But it does mean we've kind of wasted. Accomplished attacker? Fine. Because, see, she's a bard, and the thing about bards is, first off, do I have... No, I've sold all my knives, of course. I'm silly of me. Like, as a bard, she can equip this shield and still cast her spells. So let's go buy her a nice weapon. That's a long sword, and we want like a finesse weapon for her. Right. Let's talk to, I guess, Vertil? Nope, Vertil's right there. So yeah, we need a finesse weapon. There's the Chaos Shard. +2 dagger. Dog Slicer. Oh, we don't need a glaive, don't need a hand axe. It's two-handed, so it's no good. Now, size finesse wielding. Howling cheetah. Knocks short sword +1. Sickle +2. I mean, I like something that's more than just like a plus whatever. Alright, we might need to look. I mean, this thing has a lot going for it, huh? Enhancement +3, frost, adamantine, icy. God. We for her. Feel dumb for selling it now. Let's talk to Hasif. If he's got anything I like a little better. Staff of the Whispering Soul. Well, you don't need that. Hopefully. Half plate of hatred. I don't think we really need the half plate of hatred either. Rock dagger. Alright. Sell that.
As it should be.
Finally check in with Zarcy. Got nothing. Yeah, let's get that star knife, I guess. We'll give that Lindsay.
You'll have to show me how to use it first.
That's an exotic weapon. Oh, it's a martial weapon. Alright, we're gonna reload a save because I don't want to waste that money. I should have. I completely forgot about weapon proficiencies. Show me your goods. Get a chaos shard. Chance to confuse on hit. Sell that. Strength weapon. Okay. The long shank bane. Alright, well, we'll just grab Chaos Shard. Lindsay, Chaos Shard. Yeah, she's got an AC of 29. I don't have any. Ooh, I have a physical flow belt. Plus. A natural armor +3. Yeah, no, if we like a ring of protection, we could get her up to like 32 or even like 33. See, Well, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's take a nap. Gather up collect our party and head on out.
All according to plan.
Alright. Alright, so let's... Already got a Miri, we need to bring Lindsay. We'll leave Knock Knock behind for now. As much as it pains me to do so. But we'll bring Lindsay along, give her a chance to prove her worth. I mean, you know, she's a bard. She gives us like a +3 to attack or something like that. Which is kind of worth it on its own. Yeah, +3. Miss out on Swift. Probably should have taken hard last level, because getting Swift Action Performance. Main reason I did this. This gives us access. This gives us sneak attack, and you know, next time we get evasion, rogue stuff. It just gives her a little more damage. Now, where's Amiri? There's the Rushlight tournament. Where's Aries? People. 6 Bears came? Alright, so teleport to Glenvale. And let's head to the 6 Bears camp. Okay, I'm confused. I have to meet her at the tavern, that's right. I got so distracted with everything else I forgot what I needed to do for this quest. Miri, what's up? Remember that evil spirit who haunted the 6 Bears? The one we drove away? Well, don't think I'm crazy, but he visited me in a dream. He's not a thief because I stole his sword, remember? Big one. Harmog broke it. So says he has all my tribes as hostages. All of them. Nilik too. Says they'll be dead if I don't return the sword. Really steal the sword from a giant? Well, I no need to lie now. Found it. Lied to everyone that I took it in battle, but that giant was dead for a long time. How can I know he'd want his old piece of iron back? He knows that the sword's broken? He knows. I saved the hilt. The ghost tells me to forge a new blade. Gotta do it. There's a whole ritual. Okay, have to fix the sword. Alright, so apparently we need to reforge the sword. Assuming that's a kingdom project. So let's get started on that, because that's going to likely take some time. Rushlight tournament. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Might as well, I guess. Other protectors of the lands. 100 days to solve, huh? Oh, get to work on it, I guess. Then, I guess, nothing to it but to make our way to this Rushlight tournament. Again, teleport to Glenvale. Make our way down the Sullen River into Pitax. Uh-oh, we encountered someone! Time to fight to the death.
Enemy approaching.
Oh, we actually are fighting. That is a lot of band. What's this guy's problem? These are cultists. Sure what their problem is. Yeah, there's a couple of them are stunned for some reason. That's weird.
This should do it.
What? Oh. Oh. That's why they're stunned. Okay. That's a problem. I'm mostly annoyed that these owlbears get a turn. You know, the turn they come out. That shouldn't be allowed.
Cannot hide from me. They go down.
Also incredibly beefy. I wanted to here. I hit the wrong button.
Survive. I always survive.
What's this thing's to hit? Okay, yeah, plus 28 is gonna hit me a pretty decent chunk of time. Shoot, shoot. Alright.
Nowhere to run.
What? Oh, Ekin, you can't be missing here. Right, this should take care of the owlbear. Now the problem with that heavy shield that she's got is it does slow her movement pretty big, like a lot. Okay, dog got his attack eaten, very good. I don't know, I guess shoot that guy?
This will hurt.
Splatted him. Probably not getting a level out of this encounter. Oh well. So, if I have you charge...
May I suggest another way to
What
use
are the
the spell?
rules? I have a clear path, so...
May I suggest another way to use this spell?
It's not a spell, Lindsay, but whatever.
Serves you right.
Okay. It deals a 9 damage, 1d3 plus 6.
I'll try to make this swift. I grant you death.
Ooh. Oh, there's a guy that got knocked down over here. Alright, let's skin these owlbears. I'll take their weapons. These are some stacked freaking cultists. Damn. Alright, and Lindsay is in the front of our formation. Might be we just want Lindsay to fight shield so she's got a little more move. She's not as good as it is Knock Knock. But
Serenray grants mercy to all, but the ones who did this to your village, I think even my goddess wouldn't find words of forgiveness for them.
Yes, not every.
alright, let's continue following the Sullen. Lock Island. Alright, we have found a road. First time we've seen an honest-to-God road in a really long time. Enter. Talk to Italia Gitarin. Strucio Iravetti. King Iravetti greets you personally. The bulky Kelid is broad-shouldered and looks somewhere around 50 years of age. His golden crown sits on long, greasy hair above a heavily powdered face, covered in bristle, and his expensive doublet is stained with oily spots. Pause as he squeezes you in a bear hug, enveloping you in the mixed sense of sweat, wine, and expensive perfume.
Well, my crown-bearing brother, welcome to my home. Stuff yourself, drink, be my guest. You've proven yourself in combat as well as affairs of state. Let's see how you do at having fun.
Alas, I'm completely incapable of having fun. The concept is not something I'm even remotely aware of.
Forgive me for interfering into a conversation between illustrious persons. I just meant to inquire how is my death sentence in absentia. When I inquired about it the last time, you still couldn't determine on the type of execution, honorable sir.
Aha! Sir Narthropple, of course, I remember. Well, today is a special day, and I think it will be acceptable to decorate it with a symbol of royal mercy. I officially grant you a pardon and cancel your sentence. But you know, between us, I decided on dismemberment.
Pat him on the back. Finally happened to meet
It's no
you.
good for kings and queens to stay in our palaces all the time. We need to meet, be friends with one another.
I don't trust this guy.
It's all about keeping up neighborly relations, you know.
Uh-huh.
So here's the plan. First, the Fishers Triathlon. Then a boasting contest.
A what now?
And in the evening, the best part, a drunken melee. In the interim, there'll be a buffet, a fair, jugglers, acrobats, all the usual entertainment. And after the melee, I'll announce the winner. And then we'll have a festive banquet and a fireworks
What's a
show.
Fisher's Triathlon?
Then we just drink till morning or find a tent to crawl into. Your own or someone else's, depending on your luck. By the way, A knockout such as yourself will always be welcome in my tent.
You just come on to me?
Joking. Just a joke.
Unless...
Oh, and one more thing. I'll have to seal your sheath. This is a peaceful celebration, after all, and bullies will be kicked out immediately. It doesn't matter if it's a king who decided to kick up a row or just a shopkeeper. So behave yourself and don't start any fights while you're here.
Despite having plentiful options to do so, I'm not actually in the habit of attacking anyone who talks to me.
Well, I have to go. If you need anything, talk to Nunzio Arpaia. He's my master of ceremonies, so he's responsible for organizing this mess. Have fun.
Alright, well, Alright, first things first.
In due time.
Probably want to get to stealing everything we can. I still have +4 weapons. Damn. S-Stock +4. Our shock S-Stock deals some extra damage, though. It kind of like... Waited till we came here to buy Lindsay's dagger. Canteen plate. On. Like, I mean, a +4 S-Stock seems kind of okay, but I don't know if we wanted that badly. Gonna steal this guy's stuff and move on.
Far.
Arn Viril. Let's see who this is. Comes yellow, bloodshot eyes scan faces in the room nursery. Seeing you, he grabs for his shield sheep. What? Who are you? Oh, Royal Highness, forgive me. I didn't recognize you. Honor, Gertie, you charm. Honor. I'm Arn Viril, simple salesman. Are you? Told you already. Simple salesman, not rich, not noble. Or can he concern himself with me? What? What is it you sell? What do you care? Fish and the like. Who might you recommend me here? No one! Everyone! How should I know? Simple salesman. Are you ready? Yes, Your Highness. Great honor. Go. Have fun. Oh boy. Am I gonna have to punch a dude? What? A young man staggers towards you, his expensive doublet wet with wine as he passes. He didn't pass. He walked over here and shoved me in the shoulder. Watch yourself. Who do you think you are, pig? You tramped on my foot. My doublet. Donna. I demand satisfaction. Why, is that Annamede Belivar herself over there? And it looks like she's calling you. What? Really? Where? Oh, how do I look? Quickly now, alright? Enemy, my joy! I'll be right there. Alright. Level up. Let's take advantage of this level up. Greater spell combat. Okay, cool. 5th levels. We already have those. Probably already had some 5th spells. Yeah, we did. We had these. Okay. Yeah, I remember. I was really disappointed. Because there are no touch spells. Guess cold could be alright. Elemental body.
Yes?
Lost. Juby. Alchemist. King. Persist mutagen. Effects of a mutagen last. grab some holy bombs. A little late for those, but oh well. As for your level 5 spells, not many options. Gain spell resistance equals 12 plus your caster level. Take polymorph, I guess. And fighter, right? Yeah, we already got what we wanted there. This gives us we get double our strength bonus on damage rolls, which plus 6, so that becomes 12. Seems pretty good. Ekin gets Ranger. Very close to his 4th attack. That's boop 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 boop. Combat style feat. Nothing great here. If we took skill focus, what would we want? Like, if we took that in perception, get a +6 to perception. And like mobility, +22. Fine. +28 mobility. I don't know what I'm going to do with the +28 mobility, but it seems fine. Christian. Cleric level.
I wrote it like I saw it.
Lindsay, we're gonna actually take that bard level for swift bardic performance. Third level spell. Take displacement. 5th level. Heroism greater. Yeah, heroism greater. 5th level spells, huh? What is Cloak of Dream? Let's make a will save or false. Okay. All creatures, though, that's no good. Just take some dispel.
Just letting the ink dry.
Right.
As it should be.
Hello, do you have anything cool? Show me your wares. That's interesting. It's expensive. Holy crap. Physical protection, perfection +6. Black. Raider belt of perfect components. Some good stuff being sold, but look at that stuff to steal. Path of Splendid Glory.
In due time.
Gotta make sure all of our stuff, everything that we can steal, is in fact stolen. Goblin merchant. Hell yes! Where the good shit is. Own your wares. I mean, yeah, it's a goblin. Guy's got nothing. Let's sell this stuff we picked up that we don't want. Ralton guest. Alright, let's see. Alwyn, Halmar. Okay. Amid the tournament's frivolity, you notice that 2 men having a heated but hushed discussion. One wears flashy clothing, whereas the other wears the steel armor and red cloak of Patox's guard. It's saying, eavesdrop from distance. To Amar, but I know that look. Planning something. Alwyn. Celebrations, just plan for, but really stand by. My own lies. Cox needs now is action, and I intend to act. The rare day that life emulates screenplays, Your Highness. Could be that heroes have arrived in the people's time of need. Oh, heroism, that's exactly what we do. See that symbol on his clothing? That marks him as a member of the Red Crescent Theater in Pitex. Fellow artist. Imagine the stories we could write together. Helped a lot of people, but most had the decency to introduce themselves to me first. Ah, my manners. I am Elamar Deschamps, a playwright and stage artist attracted here by King Iravetti's call for theatrical talents. A student of local legends, which is how I recognized you. What's the problem? I first arrived here 5 years ago, answering King Iravetti's call for artists and actors to make Pitox a new crucible for the arts. King dedicated plenty of money to building new theaters and schools. Art only thrives, though when there are visitors and patrons, pay for it. That's where Iravetti has failed. Ox River is our lifeline connecting us to the outside world. River pirates note and they prey upon incoming travelers. You might think the king would thwart these pirates and defend his people, but no. He's only sent escorts to protect shipments, leaving everyone else to the pirates' depredations. Tournament hides how we suffer from the king's action. Now, when the king's soldiers cannot or will not vanquish the villains, what happens? That's right. Heroes step in. Numerous victims have told me of the attacks, and I have pieced together the approximate location of the pirates' camp. Ambush them. Beat them. Traffic will flow, commerce will thrive, and you'll command the adoration of the boatmen, dock workers, artists, or naturally, I'm prepared to write a play dramatizing your all say. How many pirates are out there? It varies by the report. The camp could be a few dozen, so we might try to take them by surprise. Why hasn't the king acted against the pirates? That's unclear. It could be a lack of soldiers, or perhaps it is a lack of will. Leaving the pirates alone might also undercut political or economic enemies in some way. Cost? A reward? The term starving artist was fairly common in Taldor. Perhaps you haven't heard it before? I do not have much wealth, but I can help you win the people's adoration. I also understand that among the theater's props are a few enchanted items of actual value, so perhaps I can entice you with those. Alright, let's do it. Then it's settled. I'll write down the directions real quick, and when you're done, meet me in Patox, and I can hear your account. No doubt the magistrate will be pleased to stop getting piracy complaints too. Hope you'll arrive in time to see my latest production. Speaking of which, I'm already late to oversee its rehearsal. Now that's more like it. Let's go crush those pirates. We better not waste time here. I don't like Pitex or its people. He's trying to cheat you or swindle you or drag you into some other cunning scumbaggery. Consider this as a good hunting.
All according to plan.
Osh. Okay, let's talk to this guy. Several concerned dock workers crowd around a finely dressed half-elf who listens to the workers with imperious. As we've been telling you, Judge, this is the third shipment in 2 months they've stolen from us. Can't keep that up. Doesn't matter how good last year's business been. No cargo means no pay. No pay means new shipments. We asked you about the thefts before. There's nothing changed. Where's the king's justice, Your Honor? Half-elf patiently motions for silence. It is true that pirates have taken route along the Patox River and attacked several shipments heading upriver. The king has pauses, noticing you for the first time. He adjusts his posture to install her and straightens his sash of office before continuing. The King Iravetti shall address the problem soon. However, he will hear no formal complaints until after the Rushlight tournament. Meantime, he advises that travelers downriver take care around Little Town. Till then, partake in the festivities in the king's generosity. If one has further questions or concerns, I'm at your disposal. Right sash cuts across this man's chest, identifying him as a magistrate of shallow bow, while keeping his head inclined upward, being polite while also conveying his superiority. The king's law guide you at the Rushlight tournament today. Clearly I'm addressing someone important. Don't believe we met. I am the Honorable Walsh Elvaway, a magistrate of Pitax, judge of the people concerned and executor of the king's justice. The problem with you is that an outbreak of river piracy has caused some consternation among the citizens. Simply avoid or exercise caution near Littletown in the meantime. But to be clear, Pitax's armed forces are entirely capable of handling these criminals. There's no need for would-be heroes or aspiring vigilantes to be involved, much less for an interest. I recommend enjoying the rest of the festival. How can he be so deaf to the people's woes? Calls himself a judge. I knew a judge once. She spent nights butchering her own kin and went on to become a zombie. Seems fine by comparison. This is like a really large zone. Hey, there are a lot of traders. What do you got, sir? Show me your wares. Trader Kinetic Diadem. Makes Kineticists a lot better. Yeah, wow, okay. Lapis Lazuli Wyvern. Like our Emerald one, but better. Scroll of Abidalzums.
Follow my lead.
Alright, let's see if we can break into the... Let's see if we can win the lockpicking contest. I'll try to pick the locks.
Anything else?
Alright, so that was a DC 24. Really, Lindsay has our highest trick reach. Okay.
I failed. I'm sorry.
That is a DC 36 lock. Okay, that's... That is...
Applause, please.
That is... a check.
Applause, please.
Okay. So... What in the hell is the DC on this? Why was it trapped?
It's just not my lucky day.
DC 46. Oh, that is disgusting. Let's go take care of those pirates. Okay, so we can't leave without progressing the story, it seems. So we have to wait until after we're done here to go take care of those pirates. That's fine. Oink. See what's going on up here. My regards, King Pathfinder. Gasper Liakenza at your service. About yourself. A head of the Liakenza family, master of what remains of the Iron Fox trade house. Before Iravetti took the crown, it's been my family receiving you at our house. Alas, simply guess the celebration now. How'd you lose your influence? It's a dark and sordid story, and I swear I'd give my life to learn the full truth of it. The tax was founded by 4 families and ruled by their 4 trade houses for centuries. He quarreled from time to time, of course, and property didn't always change hands peacefully. None of us would dream of impinging on the rights of other families' lawful rights. And then Iravetti appeared. We underestimated him, thought him nothing more than another adventurer like the thousands of others in the region. He handled matters quickly and chaotically, with assets running through his fingers faster than chips at a card table. His wealth grew rapidly, but he still wasn't a big fit. For a while, at least. He invited representatives from all the trade houses to play cards. No one really knows exactly what happened, but by morning he owned most of the assets, including the crown. I suspected a rigged game and sent representatives from the families to discuss the match with him. A wave of disappearances rolled across the city. My brothers, the former kings of Pitax, appeared along with many other honorable people. Iravetti made it clear that the lives of his hostages would depend upon our obedience. The king, our wealth and power lay in ruin. Citizens seemed to love him. So wouldn't it? Appearances can be deceiving. Yes, he's made many rich and happy. But there are many more lives he's dragged through the mud for his own endless celebration. Trust me, there are many who would gladly put an end to his rule. The king has so many spies that everyone's afraid to even discuss it. The head of his precious academy, Atalia Gitarin, she thinks, well, maybe the high priest Stray yawns. Their mouths shut tighter than an oyster's shell. I do better to tell you whom you should avoid. There's a gloomy, sick-looking gnome about. Carnveal, chief of the so-called Thieves Guild. Is Iravetti's primary business partner. They stood in the word business quite broadly. That's so-called Thieves Guild, so what is it he really does? Certainly not picking pockets. A fellow came from Numeria shortly after Iravetti started his reign. Oh, it's lie. The Pitaxian trade houses occasionally made some questionable deals. For Iravetti, those like Viriel have been driven from the city faster than you can say. First dose is free. Man's a drug pusher. Sells blood brush extract. They say it enhances all senses extraordinary and invokes vivid visions. Affects minds and can be toxic in repeated doses. So those who use it not put 3 words together. Because of the Viriel, half the city's youth is on his trash. They fooled by the poison to his subjects. Iravetti's soul is black and venomous. And Iravetti's pleased as punch about it. The more time the citizens spend in altered states, the fewer questions they ask. Gnome also uses his own product. Affects both the body and the mind. He has his own shadow, seeing deception and trickery everywhere. Those who deal with him hope for fabulous profits. They more often than not end up at the bottom of the river. Okay, well, let's go talk to that gnome again. See if we have opened up some new dialogue option. Few curious rumors. Blood brush extract, and then you're no ordinary salesman. Wares are far from mundane. Quiet! Quiet! I say! Eyes, ears. Business? Find me on Pitaxis. I'll remember you. Yes, you're right. Okay. As always, I do appreciate the game's commitment to letting us always have the option to just
All according to plan.
like shank someone.
I failed. I'm sorry.
How could you, Lind? Because it's a DC-39. I mean, I can't blame you.
This is not the way it works.
And there is a manticore in there. Are they playing Pokemon here? They are, in fact, playing Pokemon. is this? Eresi Kalesi. An elf in leather armor scans the crowd intently. Seems to be the only one at the celebration not participating. He's also the only one besides guards whose weapon isn't sealed. Your Highness, welcome to Patax. Eresi Kalesi, at the captain of the city guard at your service. You don't seem to be enjoying the celebration. Celebration is for you, the city guard. It's just another work day. And right now, our work is preventing disruption of the festivities. When do you recommend I meet here? That depends on the purpose of your visit. If you're on business, well, you already know King Aravetti, of course, but it would be worth your time to speak with guests. I've already spoken with him. The trading houses may have lost much of their former powers, but they're still capable of many things. And if you'd like to partake of our renowned culture, there's Animaid Belvara, the most famous bard in the city, and Italia Guitarnas, well, headmaster at the academy. Just take care. They can't stand one another. Oh yes, the trading houses hate him, of course, but, well, first and foremost, he has hostages. Second, families is tired, ready to act alone, but they're all incapable of acting together. Casper, the Akenza tried to unite them, but to no avail. And it's probably for the best, frankly. The last thing we need is combat in the streets. Aravetti can be blamed for many things, but at least he took power quickly and without carnage. Now Aravetti's enemies have nothing to do but sit around like High Priest Treyans, praying for Calestria to send her giant holy wasps down to take them away.
I believe I found something.
What is this? The Quest Electri, owner of this book. One new chapter every time on rest, granting a benefit until the next rest, depending on which companion the chapter described. Chapter about Shellburn grants an ability to use Fireball 3 times, +5 on stuff. Chapter Purple to deal 1 damage. +2 on stealth. Grants ability to target rage. Chapter about that guy. Okay, well. That is an interesting item.
In due time.
Oh, that's locked? Yeah, that's that locked one that had that, like, insanely high DC. Okay, we've already spoken with that guy. Who are you? Fisher's Triathlon.
Follow my lead.
Alright, we're not done speaking with people, so first off, what's in here? Wand of Pernicious Poison and a +1 dagger. Oh, a new face at the celebration. I'm pleased to meet Rayons, High Priest Calestria, at your disposal. Calestria's the goddess of revenge. Her many mention Aravetti in their prayers to her, and probably not with the kindest words, or well versed in matters both spiritual and political. Of course, it is not my place to say what people pray to my lady for. But you're right that many would wish for revenge upon him. To be honest, our temple has only benefited rise to power. Aravetti's stingy with his donations. Celebrations he holds are beyond all praise. The king himself, though, his exorbitant pride is irritating. Calestria dislikes those who would place themselves above the gods. I wouldn't be surprised if she teaches him a lesson, sooner or later. That I could deal with, though. There's something else that I find harder and harder to tolerate. You see, the goddess patronizes bodily love. That given voluntarily. It is sometimes difficult for me to protect our young priests and priestesses from his unsolicited attention. I've yet to imagine how hard it must be for our beautiful enemy, or what a guitar must deal with. Set up and mistake the academy for his personal harem. Any Pataxians worship Calestria? Of course. She's been the patron goddess of Patax since its founding. Goddess likes our joyful town, and citizens love her in return. If you ever visit Patax, you would surely enjoy the proud spikes of her cathedral. Beautiful building, and you're not exactly happy with Aravetti's reign. Oh no, I have no issue with his reign. He's a generous donor, and the celebration he'll start beyond praise. The king himself. Okay, this is. Oh, there. Speaking of Animate, Oh, Jimmy Pathfinder, famed band. Oh, excuse me. King of VTuberland now has come to visit us. It is such a delight to see you here. Maestro Belivar, well, do you remember me? Ah, Lindsay, of course I remember you. Your nonsense at the poetics exam. I hear you have your own publishing house now. Didn't take you for the entrepreneurial sort, but I'm happy you finally found your calling. Tell me, and as long as you can pose for a Iravetti as bold as the one you sang at my capital, my humble verses so offended you that you still recall their sting. Your Highness, it doesn't behoove a person of your standing take umbrage against a petty bard. Don't you know the old proverbs? Tunes are chosen by the one who pays the piper. About yourself, you could easily have asked one of my admirers who enemy Belivar is. That'd be about 3/4 of Pitax, and the rest are all my haters. You don't get to be the best among a city of poets and musicians without gathering a few enemies along the way. Why should I concern myself with hacks and soreheads? Why don't you tell me about Aravetti? Her face darkens for a moment before she quickly regains her sweet smile. Love him or hate him, you can't deny he's a great man. Targus was a boring place before he came along. Only pirates, fences, and other scum did any business in the area. Then King Iravetti came and turned it into the cultured capital of the region. Him in charge, the arts have flourished, and the city's been filled with songs, paintings, and statues. I just pray that Callistria bequeaths the same love of the arts into the withered hearts of some of the other rulers in the region who prefer to squander their resources on saber rattling. Some may say that King Iravetti does this for the arts. Any successful person gets haters, spreading dirty rumors about them. You should hear the things they say about me. But pay to no mind. Our king is a man of exquisite taste, occasion for all kinds of art. He is also an unsurpassed singer, a skilled souls hunter, and an excellent souls, and able to bake a fancy breads while juggling daggers. Get on the path of seeing the praises of your superiors, dear. At least use your imagination. Does he have any enemies? Of course he has enemies. Lots of them. Just like anyone who's actually accomplished anything in their lives. Take some of the old trade houses, for example. The Ikans and some of the others whom he stripped of their power. They love to see him at the bottom of the river, but even now, in their mutual sorry states, they can't manage to work together. There's also Oversea Careless, captain of the guard, just seething with indignation when they brought new city. Who wants to listen to the whining of failures like them? Iravetti brought a golden age. Priest can be too persistent in his flirtations. Enemy purses her lips for a moment, then replies slowly, choosing her words carefully. I'd prefer not to discuss the private life of Your Highness strangers, much less my own. The details of any interactions between us will remain just that, between us. Let's please discuss another topic. Tell me about the Rushlight Tournament. A beloved kingdom runs this tournament once in several years, since he took the throne. Guests from all over the River Kingdoms come for it, from Daggermark to Mivin. Pity Bravoy didn't honor us with any representatives this year. I guess the Aldori aren't in a festive mood right now. Right side, we get to host you for the first time. Lastria willing. Won't be the last. Far thee well. Alright, let's go talk to the guard captain then, because that was a useful bit of information we just learned. Oh, where? He's the one who invited me. Not supposed to allow anyone in. Hey, I'm lost. Sorry, I didn't realize I was too close. Jesus. Well, I've heard an interesting rumor, Mr. Kalis. You're not pleased with the way Iravetti rules. The rumors that get around. You know, I recently heard a tale of a ghost in the academy. And I was just a weathered parquet floor that was squeaking. Hey, where did guards come from? When pirates and smugglers have laws of a kind. And they need someone to keep the order. God was created by the trading houses not long after the city was founded. Paid by the citizens. All of them like us, but they all understand that things are better with us than without us. Okay, so we failed a diplomacy check twice? Yeah, that's a pretty beefy diplomacy check. Okay. Oh well. Have I really put 2 days into this save? Yeah, okay. Okay. Did I fail a diplomacy check up here too? No, okay. There is the headmaster of the school. The last person we need to talk to. Greetings, Your Highness. I'm Atalia Guitar, headmaster of the Academy of Grand Arts. Welcome to the tournament. It's your first time here? Honest, I'm delighted to hear what you've done with V2 Land. So long it was little more than a hole in the ground, but you brought it real civilization. Bravo. Lindsay has some interesting news for you. Yes, Professor Abel found refuge in the capital. And you know what? He's writing his memoirs of his time at the Academy. It'll be an entertaining read for everyone in Pitex. No, all of Aveston. A book, you say? How brave of him. I hope he doesn't neglect to include the details of his dismissal. What details? What do you mean? You already kicked Professor Abel out for just being too smart, didn't he? I'm sure that's exactly how he described it. They called him the insightful for a reason. You may forgive me, but I've no interest in discussing this topic further. If you'd like to exchange idle gossip, I'm sure you can find much more willing in the company. I suspect you know to whom I'm referring. Offers the Academy? Oh, just splendid. If you ever find time to visit the Ox, I'll gladly give you a tour. We're currently holding an exhibition of our graduates' work, though it's a pity that... No, fine. Believe me, we have plenty worth coming to see and hear. Okay, let's... In case we need to make more diplomacy checks. Okay, you're not thrilled? Forgive me, Your Highness, but this is defamation. My students and I owe everything we have to King Irvetti. Not for him, the Academy of Grand Arts wouldn't even... It would be based in gratitude on my part to engage in any conspiracy against our patron. You must have me confused with Annamede Belvara. She's certainly always ready to bite the hand that feeds, or caresses. Interesting. Lindsay had a question? Oh, I just hope it isn't any of the lectures I used to give at the Academy. Go ahead, ask away. Sorry, but I really need to know the truth. Why did Iravetti kick Professor Abel out of the Academy? Yes, he did move to your kingdom, didn't he? Here's how I portrayed his dismissal. I bet it was something like a poem in 6 verses recounting the tale of a tyrant ousting a poor but honest scientist, telling. The reality is much more mundane. Iravetti didn't fire Abel, Talia did. I have to give it to her. This time, unlike most times, she was completely right. What am I hearing? A respected scholar and author of so many books, articles, and memorandums. Died? Unbelievable. Why did he expel Abel? Well, Abel is a fine teacher, of course, but he pays much attention to how his favorite students perform class, and not enough to their extracurricular activity. Why, well, if they steal a trinket here or there, or maybe rough someone up on occasion, so long as their poetry and music are exemplary. Predictably, this led to a sad end. It was supposed to be just another innocent joke from one of his favorites, Alondi, like someone's death. It was an accident, certainly. The kids just underestimated their own strength. Polly expels the lot of them, and as always, Abel went to stand up for them. But this time he discovered that her patience was not boundless. She blamed him, said that he'd let his troublemakers run wild so he could get out of the academy along with them. She told him she won't tolerate any more bullying, even coming from genius students. Listen, it's odd to hear won't tolerate from Atalia Guitarin, but that's what really happened. Okay, then why'd he send cutthroats after him? He'd planned to return the old man to Pitox and make Italia reinstate him into the academy. Or, failing that, he at least wanted to keep him from going to you. Abel the Insightful is a prominent name. Of course, Iravetti would want the teacher serving him rather than his neighbors. Why would she hide that? She doesn't like to discuss Academy's internal affairs. Find that neat facade there, too many events. She's looked the other way on over the years. All in good faith, of course. I'm sure you should be thanking me. I see poor Lindsay's not too happy with this truth. Hey, come on, girl, cheer up. Being disappointed by people is practically professional necessity for people like us. Whatever I may have said before, you're not a bad bard. That means sometimes you have to face the music. I can't believe it. You lied to me all this time. I'm going to learn the truth as soon as we get back to the capital.
In due time.
I'm sorry, Lindsay. I don't like Lindsay being... I don't like it when Lindsay's sad. We're gonna have a talk with this guy. He's made Lindsay sad, and that's pretty much a capital offense here in VTuber land. So we might have to execute him, honestly. What is the level on this? Just a DC of 13, huh? That sucks. So, yeah. Whenever we get home, we're going to, like, dismember this guy, and then hang him somewhere with a note that says, "Beware those who would make Lindsay cry." Because that is no good to do in my kingdom. We love Lindsay here, and we do not make her sad. Right, well, with that out of the way, I guess we're going to talk to this jerk. Telling you about the tournament. There's nothing new here. What events? Free contests will display their strength in the Fisher's Triathlon, contribute to local crafts and trades. Boasting contest. And then a mock combat in the Drunken Melee. What about flighting? What's flighting? Flighting was likely cancelled due to my arrival, I suspect. Well, it's a pity. I lost the chance to earn myself a second death sentence. What's flighting? Alright, let's do the Fisher's Triathlon, I guess. Trumpets sounded over the arena, announcing the commencement of the Fisher's Triathlon. We were to distinguish ourselves in 3 sports, if you could call them such. You be the judge, dear reader. The first round was fish carrying, if you could believe it. They built narrow bridges over pits of mud and placed barrels on either end. One side filled with fish and the other side empty. Goal was to get all the fish from one side to the other barehanded without falling into the mud. I'm sure this is just what you imagined for a world tournament. Throwing fish at your opponent was prohibited, but there was one unofficial but well understood rule in this tournament. Don't get caught. We had to decide which of us would participate. So if we compete honestly, we make an athletics check. If we cheat, we need a stealth check. Either way, it's gonna be Ekin. Ekin's too honorable to cheat. We failed? I'm sorry, does that say difficulty class 42? What the hell? What the hell? DC 42? What is this? Oh my god, that's such a high DC. Okay. Okay, well, let's cheat, I guess? And that one, cheating is a so much lower difficulty class. Oh my god. Competing honestly among such a company would be more embarrassing than losing. As Ekin ran across the bridges with heaps of fish in his arms, he deftly tossed a fish beneath the feet of the Gralton competitor, who slipped and fell into the mud. Another fish found its way to the dagger-marked competitor's forehead, sending him down alongside the Graltoner. Judges didn't notice a thing. We won the first round. Second round was untying knots. Competitors would be tied up on poles resembling ship masts, and they had to escape the ropes. We once again had a choice to make. We noticed a sharpened coin glistening in the dagger marked competitor's mouth, and the Gralton had a blade. Okay. Make a trickery check, which we succeed at. Oh, we were going to see. The judges escorted the cheaters out of the arena, crowd laughing and whistling all the way. The third of the competition gone, Lindsay easily outpaces the others, untangling the ropes and making her way to the judges while the others still wriggled in their bonds like flies in a spider web. We'd won 2 out of the 3 rounds. We seemed to have our victory in the bag, but with the rivals we were dealing with, there was no time to relax. The last round of the tournament was diving for river pearls. Huge tubs were filled with mussels and river water. Some empty jars had been placed on sets of scales. We opened the mussels with our bare hands, gathered the pearls, and deposit them in our team's jar. Of course, if playing fair wasn't a priority, we could try weighing down the jar with other things. So we can do a trickery check or a trickery check. And we succeeded. Ooh, just barely. Okay. Hell yes, we are the victors. Got a lot of experience out of that too. I mean, damn. Oh, it's barely made a dent in the almost 200,000 we need for level 15. Holy shit. Okay, let's do the boasting contest. How does this work? The tournament continued with a boasting contest. The first participant, a man from Daggermark, stepped up to the podium and told a raunchy story about him sneaking into a temple of Callistria and seducing all the priestesses, including the High Priestess, in a single night. The crowd was particularly amused by the suggestive glance he kept casting towards one of the guests from Timon. She simply smiled mysteriously in response. The second participant was a guest from Gralton, who told a completely implausible tale about his travels across other planes, where he battled undead hordes and defeated a blood-curdling monster. Deadened. Sexy, shoeless god of war. Monster, aka Gazebo. There's a story behind this, an apocryphal story about a game where a player didn't know what a gazebo was and tried to attack the gazebo. He was an average storyteller at best. He'd be lucky to get a C for that story at the Academy, but the listeners were inexplicably elated. Suspicious, we took a closer look at the crowding. Of course, we spotted a bard using some tricks of the trade to aid the Gralton man's performance. Okay, we failed in it. Really? Nope. Alright, we'll reload then. Maybe we would have done better with the stealth check to stab the guy instead. But hey, that's why we can quick load. Alright. Failed again. Guess we didn't roll much better. Alright, let's load the video game. I'm just checking persuasion. It's jack of all trades, +2 place. +3 skill focus. I'm gonna put like 3 points on that skill. No, 8 ranks. Okay, class skill? Bards had something that gave them like a bunch of points and different skills. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I thought they just got like half their bard level and a bunch of skills, but I guess not. Get a +1. I'm ready for to participate in the boasting contest. Finally succeeded. The bard got the message and quickly disappeared. Without the bard's support, the guest from Gralton immediately lost the audience's approval. As he grew more nervous, he began mumbling and stumbling over his words, and he eventually left the podium among jeers and whistles. Then it was Pitax's turn. The kingdom's honor was represented by Enemy Belivar, a sweet-voiced singer whose smile could win over the most weathered of hearts. Oh, Enemy. Her voice was smoother than silk. Her words stung like arrows. With a soft smile, Enemy told everyone how she'd spent months in our kingdom learning our secrets and instigating a riot. Of course, the honest trade of the bard and the shady dealings of the spy often go hand in hand. But oh, Enemy, who could have expected such an ugly blow from such a lovely lady? She described, in surprising and exceptionally critical detail, how much the citizens of our young state suffered under the atrocities of the troll assault and the magic plague. She never stooped to actual lies, but she made it sound as though our king, Baron at the time, was simply drinking and debauching while his subjects struggled. She made our crusade against Mordecai look like a cunning conquest of Varnhold, and the war of the Tiger Lord with the Tiger Lords was characterized as an irresponsible venture. Talk about cruel and unfair. An Enemy finished and left the stage. It was our turn to perform. And what feats did our participants decide to tell in their performance? Yeah, let's tell this one. Hell yes. Looking meaningfully at Enemy, Lindsay spoke of the sad fate that befell the last of Iravetti's spies, and what may be in store for any other spies we might come across. The audience hung on every word, sometimes laughing uncontrollably, sometimes holding their breath to avoid missing anything. Lindsay finally brought the story to an end, and the viewers gave her a standing ovation as she left the podium. The woman from Timon, a priestess of Calastria, went last. She told the story of her love affairs in faraway countries and on other planes, casually mentioning an unpleasant disease she contracted over her journeys that took her a long time to get rid of. Hearing that, the participant from Daggermark paled and grabbed at his belt, bringing roaring laughter from the rest of the audience, and finally the judges announced the winner, Lindsay! She walked up to the podium to thunderous applause and took another bow. Good job, Lindsay! This is why you're the best bard. Okay, cool. Now,
All according to plan.
oh, I guess we have to walk back up here to participate in the drunken melee. Talk to this guy, please. I am ready to participate in the drunken melee. Alright, this is in fact a fight, huh?
Enemy
We
approaching.
are naked. Yeah, we're not likely to win this.
This should do it.
Yeah, cause we have no. They're all piling on me, so that's cool.
A calculated risk.
I mean, they're actually having like. Really, we only have an AC of 16. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, huh?
This will hurt.
Like, we'd fare better if we were like a monk or something, and also if, you know, it was actually a melee and not four guys ganging up on us and beating us to death.
Calm down. Not dead yet.
Yeah, I didn't stand a chance on that one. Alright, let's learn the results.
Lords and ladies, another Rush-like tournament has come to an end. I'd like to thank all of you who honored this event with your presence. My friends, I'm happy to see all of you, but I'd like to give a special welcome.
I didn't realize how much of my AC came from my equipment. That's kind of an eye-opener.
First time. Today, we had the Baron. No, excuse me, it's King now, isn't it? Of a majority of what was once the Stolen Lands. Thank you for coming, my darling. I can call you that, right?
No, you cannot.
I thank you with all my heart. I first learned of him from my friend Stefano Mosconi.
From who?
To be honest, his report was less than flattering.
Stefano?
Impassive
Oh, right, I murdered that
monsters
guy.
galloping about in a complete absence of any valuable resources. Nothing more than a dirty hole ruled by another bandit lord. Hardly worthy of your attention. That's what he wrote back then. I'm so happy he was wrong. Stefano himself seems to have vanished somewhere in the neighboring domain, unfortunately. Perhaps he met a hydra on his way back, or drowned in the omnipresent mud. Or maybe he just caught the Baron in a bad mood, eh? A joke.
Yes.
A joke.
Yes.
Stefano was a great fellow. It's a pity he
Nah, he was a
joined many
jerk.
travelers
He
who
was a jerk. I don't
vanish
regret
in
killing
those
him.
lands each year. Truth be told, even now traveling that domain is a less than pleasurable experience. Some roads have appeared, but their safety leaves much to be desired.
Look, I'd build roads. That was like my #1 priority, and then the game didn't.
From Gralton. He set off to those lands and hasn't been seen since. His brother Edrist went to find the poor fellow, and what happened? The Baron found the body in the blink of an eye, almost as though it was stored in his cellar.
Or I had a walkthrough open.
And the hunt the Baron put on, clearly imitating my tournament, it was beyond description. While guests were out hunting hydras and owl bears, the latter came from behind and ate at the banquet table, along with all the servants. Some celebration, right?
Irovetti, I'm flattered by your borderline disturbing attention to my persona, but why don't we include you in the discussion as well? For example, I heard an amusing story from some students from your academy.
This is still my tournament, if you please. When I visit you, all I really wanted to get at was that His Highness is a personage truly as extraordinary as his lands, and I'm happy to see him at this celebration. And now it's time to announce the winner of the tournament.
Sorry, I'm fiddling with something on my desk here.
This year, no one managed to win all 3 contests. Since the victories all belong to our neighbors here and Pitex, as the chief judge, I'll be rewarding the prize to Pitex.
Yeah, of course.
For their grace and skill.
Awarding yourself the prize, such a regal thing to do. I applaud you.
Joke, I was joking. You won 2 contests of the 3. The prize is rightfully yours. Let's hear it for the winner. Your Highness, if you please. I know you're not exactly a master of ceremonies, but please try to say something articulate to my guests.
I hope my victory didn't offend. I do apologize. It's hard to tone down all this talent.
And now, with the competition over and the prize awarded, let's get on with the main part of the celebration. The banquet!
Yay!
Your stomachs growling from here. Let's get to the table, and later we'll see an unforgettable fireworks show.
Yeah, there are actually firearms in the Pathfinder universe. Not in this game, but you know, if you were to play the tabletop, you could be a gun shooter person. Okay. That's... Alright, well, let's go and kill some pirates, huh? No, I don't want to enter Pitox just yet. Our travels brought us to the little town surroundings in pursuit of the dastardly river pirates who have preyed on innocent merchants and travelers. Would have been nice to march in and knock some skulls together and call it a day, but rumors suggested we were heavily outnumbered. And worse, that the villains had set up their camp in a defensible position inside of their boats, protected by the river on one side, a thick forest on another, and a sticky swamp on the third. Add in a bunch of sentries watching for intruders, and we were in trouble. Thank goodness our fearless leader had a plan. Let's do an athletics check. Very good. Shivering from the cold, we clambered onto the beach and spying from behind the boats. From there, we could see that there wasn't one camp, there were two. The second was several hundred feet away, judging by the campfires, which means we could vanquish the pirates in one camp before the other could respond. Do this to succeed at a trickery check. It's exactly the plan you read about in Dashing Tales, and our enemies fell right into our trap. We quickly before launching our attack. Perfect. Let's fight. Fight me, nerds. And by nerds, I of course mean pirates. Alright, so that's already exploded. Okay, that is a lot of pirates. They're not. They're pretty low level though. Yeah, their base attack bonuses aren't like outstanding. Well, there's a plus 17 to hit. That's not. So, I mean, plus 17 to hit on Jimmy is still... It didn't re-equip my stuff. Why did it not re-equip my stuff?
I don't need this.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna inspire some confidence of our own.
You deserved it.
Move Christian up hereabouts. Reduce person? Okay. Whack him? Alright, let's get to shooting some guys, huh? Alright, there's a bard up there. Perfect. I lied, there was not in fact a bard up there. There's not in fact a bard up there. Alright, What's dog's AC? 38? Oh, okay, they're not hitting dog, are they? Why are you not getting a move action? Been slowed. Okay, let's fix that. Poke this guy to death.
Any last wishes?
Yes. Don't bother with the 5-foot step. Just take the hit. Is there a good fireball position? Like, there'd be pretty okay. Don't like that. Alright. Run up and bop this guy. Okay, well, that was a little more than I asked for, but I'll take it. Ekin. Move up to start shooting the... Can't shoot him? Your attack got eaten. Okay. Kill the bard. Thank you. Alright, eat this guy. Good work.
A calculated risk.
You're still slow? Weird. Alright.
This is where I step in.
Do another one of these. Alright, they should be pretty hurt now. Amiri kill. Go. Alright, Ekin, get rid of this guy. Why are we putting our weapons away? Oh, more pirates. Okay. Rinshala Vaskari, a voice cuts through the din, roaring with such indignation that the fighting momentarily stops. What is going on here? Speaker is a stunned-tanned woman wearing light blue traveling cloths, high boots, and an embroidered heron adorns one of her sides. Now this throws some sand in the clockwork. A blue outfit and head insignia indicates this is an important member of the Riversong Trade House in Patox. Not a pirate. In fact, I say that makes us look like the pirates now. I don't know who you are, and any patience I have to hear your excuses are short-lived as you are. Thing to say, make it good. Blue outfit indicates she's an important member of the Riversong Trade House of Pitox, possibly a member of the controlling family. Seems you haven't attacked. This is all a terrible mistake. We heard that a powerful band of pirates were camped here, and we are going to chase them off. Kingdoms have a reputation for banditry. Still, it's irresponsible to have attacked us as you did. I am Rinshala Vaskari of the Riversong Trade House. Who put you up to this? Playwright told us that man writes overblown dramas for a living, and you trusted him. What kind of fool would you have to be to... Wait, Jimmy Pathfinder, warned that you might try something like this? Kellerway may be a bastard at times, but he sure knew you would attack my convoy. Give me a good... Spoke with him directly and insisted that your group was quite... Did he now? The means... Does he have a motive? Any harm to me? We just foment chaos in the region, and Kellerway is a servant of King Areti through and through. The theory? Can you think of something you'd gain? Skies haven't kowtowed to King Areti as much as the Liakenzas and the Strakalas have. But most of the river trade. Better way to bring us in line than crush us with foreign agents or scare us into swearing fealty. Join forces? Very well. I shall return to the city. When you are ready to confront the others about what has transpired here, I will join you. Together your case and get to the bottom of this mystery. For now, though, my space to bury the dead. I am really sorry about this. Oh my god, I feel terrible. Oh no. Boy, don't I just look like an ass now. Oh, yeah, I need to re-equip my stuff because the freaking... Oh, fuck on. One of these gives us +5 armor class, yes? Yes, alright. Bring up evasion... Alright. That. +5 bracers. God of Abaddon. +3 net armor. Still missing something. Our crown. Okay, yeah, now you have 37 AC. Yeah, okay. That looks right. Could use some gauntlets. This lesser ring of ultimate protection. Where the heck? Oh, this must have been our reward. Okay. Wow, yeah, that's a hell of a ring. So we need like boots. Might as well equip those. No, what? No, we shouldn't equip those. It does absolutely nothing for us. So we want gauntlets and boots. I'd rather have this because it gives us +4 Constitution. That gives us more health. Actually, no. We peaceful travelers. Yeah, this is the Skelly merchant. So let's talk to him. This is not the Skelly merchant? Yes, it is. That was weird. Okay, we did succeed at a diplomacy check. That's good for us. Oh, okay. Skelly salesman, show me your wares. Do you have boots and or gauntlets? You don't. You're useless to me. I'd kill you now to rid me of the trouble. That's a joke. I'm not gonna kill the Skelly merchant. He's our friend and we love him. But he doesn't have anything we want. Save before going into box proper. Let's confront this. A whole army. Yeah, I guess we'll just leave for now. They're not gonna let us in? They're not gonna let us in. No need to cause a stink, and we don't want to play our hand with Walsh before we're ready to. What's the deal with Glenvale? What do they got going on? Christian has some news. But I'm interested in what's going on up here in Glenvale. So, you don't have an artisan? Is that right? Weird. Decent amount of BP, but we probably want to hold on to that. We still have some areas we need to claim. Let's just pop in here then. Let's pop in and see what's going on. Yes, hello, your king is here. How are you doing? Is there not an artisan associated with this village?
As it should be.
Interesting. Yeah, doesn't I'm not seeing any. Okay. Alright. Alright, everybody keeping on, I guess. I guess the reason we don't have a functioning road network is because we instead have a teleportation network instead, where you can teleport to anywhere in the country. Alright, it's Tristan. Right, need to go to the throne room to talk to Big T. Even though he's right here. What's going on? Professor, I can't believe you oh, right, this guy. Yeah, you're gonna be, we're gonna execute you now, and it's gonna be incredibly painful. You made Lindsay sad, and, that is, in fact, law number 1, do not make Lindsay sad, or I will murder you. Don't even try to deny. I heard everything. How you covered for bullies, how it wasn't even a Reddy who fired you, it was Atalia. How could you? Lindsay, please, calm down. I didn't deceive you. And asked about the circumstances of my dismissal, remember? It's a, sensitive subject. Yeah, I've been a good enough student to be one of your favorites like Alandi, but I do remember the basics, like the 7 types of lies. I definitely remember your lecture on lies of omission. You wanted me to write a book about all the atrocities going on within the walls of the academy. You left out a pretty big one. You never told me a student died because of you. What other sensitive subjects have you been avoiding? Lindsay, I beg you. Please let me explain. Is this true? Yes, Your Highness, I'm afraid it is. As I devoted all my attention to developing the talent, my students, I fear I neglected their moral developments, and this led to tragic results. But with all due respect to Headmaster Katarin, I don't believe in incorrigible villainy, especially not at such a young age. The Shelling teaches us not to renounce those who stumble, but to give them a chance to reform. I travel to your lands in hopes of a new beginning. Student for myself. Okay, well, I got Valerie over here. Let's have her come and you talk to her about Shelling and see how that goes for you, and then we can continue this conversation. How much of what you and Lindsay wrote about the Academy is actually true? There's no direct lie. I admit that in some cases I may have concealed or misrepresented some details to protect the innocent, but believe me, it was with noble intentions. Iravetti's atrocities are no secret to anyone, and the book may well bring about the fall of the tyrant. But I cannot allow the Academy to perish alongside Iravetti. There are too many innocents, wonderful artists, poets, and composers who've been tainted by Iravetti's crimes against their wills. They stand to lose everything if we publish the truth entirely. So to put things simply, the book is full of lies, isn't it? Your innocent colleagues all pander to Iravetti, and you want to shift all the blame onto him alone so they all come out clean? What I want is to protect the little good that King Iravetti brought to this world. The Academy is more than just wrongdoings and bullying. It's made up of many brilliant artists who have the potential to change the world for the better. We freely trample flowers just for happening to grow out of a muck heap. Alright, Lindsay, what do you think? Oh, teacher, you told me so many times that the world isn't made of things, it's made of stories. Ourselves are made of the stories we tell and believe. Can't those stories also be true? That people are essentially animals who love stories. You really mean that people are just lying beasts? Well, what is the truth? A precise statement of past events? We're not news hawks or historians bound to precision for the sake of precision. One must take into consideration how a story will affect the audience. Truth and fiction are our materials. They're as valuable to us as a rough marble or a sculptor. Same story used to evoke anger, envy, or fear can be inspire bravery, love. Both versions told in full. The events at the base of the story aren't what's important. What's important is the lesson your listeners take from it. I don't know what to do. I want to burn the manuscript, start over, and write the whole dirty truth about the Academy. But maybe teacher is right, and that would be a horrible mistake. Being the Academy brings more good than punishing everyone who's guilty. I think you're right, Lindsay. Abel, what of the student who died because of your favorites? We'll ever see his creations, and he won't be getting a second chance either. You're right, of course. Helen teaches us to value life above art. Let my eyes be clouded. Who am I to put the work of my favorite students before people's lives? Creative artists does the world lack because we encourage their attackers. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Thought your old deep lesson today. We'll rewrite the book. I'll tell you everything I know. Everything I'm guilty of. What's her main project? Oh! And you pack and leave. No, don't say a single word. I have no interest in your excuses or apologies. I never want to see you again. Blondie shuts his mouth, swallowing his response before it started. A single nod, he leaves without saying a word. I won't take much of your time, Jimmy Pathfinder. I've been meaning to ask you about something. This might seem stupid, arrogant, just insolent. I want to talk to you. I think you know what it's about. It's what I've done, what I haven't done. Speak in private, far from curious. I'll be at the viewing point in the palace garden. Please come as soon as you can. I don't know where that is. You have a viewing point? I was just trying to see how much experience I got from finishing Lindsay's quest. Wait for the book to finish.
All according.
Yes, I'll just... Ed? Sure. So I'll be honest, Tristan, I have no idea where the hell Tristan is telling me to meet him. Oh, found him. Yeah, that's not his normal position. He's usually over by Jode. Tilts his head to the side and remains silent. He's holding something so strange. I don't know if I should be glad or frightened. Anyway, thank you for finding some time for me. Christian turns his head. If it weren't for his blind eyes, you would imagine he's looking into the distance. Since you freed me from Nyrissa's power, I had time to think about what happened to me, Nyrissa did to me. But she truly... When I found myself here, without my wings in a mortal body, I was terrified. I believed everything she told me. For I believed it was he who'd stolen my freedom. Last I discovered that Nyrissa lied to me, and ever since I've sought a way to regain Sir Ray's gifts. You know what I realized? No one is capable of taking the Diva's gifts granted by his creators. Voice is barely audible. No one except for the Dawnflower herself. Remain mortal by Sarenrae herself? I found no other explanation for what happened to me. Nyrissa's power is great, but not so great as to turn angels into mortals. I wanted to know if the way back to Sarenrae is open for me. I spent endless hours in prayer asking for one thing, a sign, a vision, a portent, a single word. All I got in return Silence. I wanted so badly to do something extraordinary. It appears that I have succeeded. I fell so low that even my most merciful lady couldn't forgive me for my sins. I could forgive you. In case you haven't noticed, I'm no god of mercy. I'm actually pretty merciful. She still grants you your spells, yes. Perhaps there's weak hope. This weak hope is the only thing that keeps me from losing my mind to despair. There's this meager pittance, but an eternal reminder of what I have lost. My merciful lady may be strict, but she's not capable of such unforgiving sanction. Anyway, I didn't ask you to come listen to my whining. I do not wish that my mortal deeds will end at the deception and betrayal. It's cost me so much. He shows you his hands. You see a crumpled leaflet, one of the invitations for the Kingdom of the Clint. I wish to put an end to at least one evil that Nerissa spawned. I'm asking for your help in this. You can finally tell me who this fair faithful is, and what is the Kingdom of the Cleansed. I only know what I could overhear, or what Nerissa boasted to me. The one called the First Faithful is a former priest of Erastil named Ruthgert. The Bloom came to his village, he lost his faith. Erastil didn't protect his congregation, and Ruthgert was stripped of his position. After this, he set off for the Temple of the Elk to pray to his god one last time. Then answered to throw curses in the face of his idol. Like so many Ruthgert was fooled by Nerissa. She pretended to be a goddess of these lands. Told Ruthgert of the curse of the kingdom and promised him untold gifts in return for the death of this ruler. It was she who invented the name of this new cult, devoted to herself, and made Ruthgert its high priest. She knew just how to flatter him. In a moment of weakness and despair, he in turn did everything he could to draw his former congregation into the vile cult. Where do we start? I knew I could trust you and ask for your help. Thank you. I've heard that the cultists of the kingdom have been sighted once again. Now they no longer shout their slogans in broad daylight. Oh, they crawl from their lairs under cover of darkness, abduct people for sacrifice. At least that's what's being said. You should return to their temple without walls, where they once held their ritual. Of course, the First Faithful is not so foolish to return to the scene of his crimes, but perhaps another of the cleansed has visited this meeting place. Held rituals, remembered the past, gods know what else. If we're lucky, we might find something there. You got it, buddy. Okay, so knock knock. Knock knock is going to continue to knock knock. My boy has a plus 27 to trickery. So he can take dispelling, attack, combat trick. Do we like any combat tricks here? Like, is there anything we want out of another feat? Could get a more, like, precise strike. Critical focus. No. Combat reflexes. We don't have that? Okay. I think that's what we need to take here. I mean, because that means Knock Knock gets a lot of opportunity attacks. A lot of opportunity attacks. Alright, you have a Ring of Protection plus 4. Amiri, you have a Ring of Protection plus 3. Seems... I guess he doesn't have much constitution. Still. You get a lot just from... Our class, actually. Yeah, we get a lot of fortitude from our class, and then we have a high dex for reflex. And we get a lot of will, too. That's interesting that this only has... the odd. It just has a reflex bonus. That feels incredibly weak. Right. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's go take care of Christian's thing. Someone can make use of this +3 ring of protection. I don't know who I would want to give it to. I mean, the obvious answer is like Lindsay or maybe Jathel. But yeah, let's give it to Lindsay. Puts her up to 33 AC. I mean, we're switching her back out for Knock Knock right here.
In due time.
But, you know, in case we ever want to pull her out again. Alright, so see. Now let's. Okay, darkness retreats in the tenebrous depths. God. Okay. Let's go take care of that. Enter. You can't hunt in dungeons. All right. Still a lot of dead people here. Goddess, receive your servant. He bends in life, but he served you loyally and faithfully unto his dying breath. This is folly. The goddess has abandoned us. We're just wasting our time. Haven't you read the letter? The faithful writes that the kingdom still lives. Show the grace of the goddess and save us! Where? In Dunswood? What about us? What about these lands?
We'll do it the hard way.
Alright. Let's get that letter then. Who's ready to die? Is it you guys?
This will hurt.
Get in there. Get in there again. Yeet. Oh, we can't eat. Okay. Knock, knock. Damn right it's because of me. Oh, but I won't be the one dying. It'll be you guys. Prepare. That guy was pretty beefy.
Let's try this way.
Bring it!
Alright, we have no need to yeet. Because we have a knock knock. Alright, I forgot about Knock Knock's hat. It's so brilliant. I love it so much. This is a message from the First Faithful. Like he's gathering his followers at a new location. Alright. City of Hollow Eyes, huh? Alright, I'll go back there. Leave. Alright, so that means we need to take a circle to Varnhold. I'm gonna stop by the Bald Stones, cause that's a cool sounding place, and I want to see what's up here. Okay, we're gonna fight some enemies first.
Let's finish them quick.
These cultists? They are indeed cultists. Fortunately, we get the drop on them. Are any of them looking to turn into terrible monsters? Yeah, this guy over here. Hey, I was unable to stop him from turning. Any more of you want to turn into monsters? I would prefer not. I'd prefer if you did not do that.
This should do it.
Alright.
Good, you
Start out getting that owlbear.
You forced my hand.
Ooh, one of them hit. Yeah, they had. It was an at 20. I figured it had to be an at 20.
Tear them apart!
Since you all have done me the favor of grouping up, you might as well get acid bombed.
Calculated risk.
cannot hide from me.
Alright, knock knock. Thank you. Very good work, knock knock.
I'll try to make this swift.
Exploded that guy.
They go down! Ha! Primitive. This will hurt.
Nowhere to run.
Not used to lighting enemies.
And splat. Alright, good work, team. Let's get out of here.
That is not far.
Knock knock just went insane, didn't he? Give me your money, give me your magic. Alright,
I
let's...
tire.
Oh. Yeah, I guess we're napping first. As for camouflage, knock knock is gonna get us nice and camouflaged. I have no idea why all three of those are lit up like that. That's weird.
You've become a king.
Yes, I have!
This will surely ring around the world. My congratulations. It is a well-deserved reward.
Ah, thanks, buddy.
Is it a reward or a burden?
Wow, I can wait to rain on my parade here. Here are the bald stones.
As it should
Okay.
be.
Alright, what horrible monster awaits me here? Torpor, the Great Nightmare. It's a horse. The horse.
I aim true.
Let's try this way.
Easy peasy, we get a flaming glaive. Shit, huh? Okay. Oh, no, hold up. There's something up here, and it's nothing. Oh. Boo! Boo! What's down here? What is down here?
All according to
Nothing! Wasting my damn time. Later night! Ugh. Silvershire, this is just telling me about these freaking rank up projects. Yeah. No one cares! No one cares! Yeah, couldn't keep track of that emerald, so go to... Enter. Let the murder commence. Load, please, load faster. What? Oh, found him. Wait, these are bandits. These aren't cultists, these are bandits. What are you bandits doing here? These are supposed to be cultists, not bandits. Silly bandits. Uh-oh. Get him, Amiri! Are they within... They are not within yeeting range. Ooh, you hit? Took a nat 20, but you hit. Actually, Amiri's only got an AC of 27. Like, she's pretty hittable right now. Yeah, you probably shouldn't have done that, dummy. You're a human? You are very small. Reduced person. Got it.
a calculated risk.
Cannot hide from me.
Alright, knock knock, go do knock knock things.
Bring it.
That guy has been splatted.
Will they ever learn?
Rip him? Alright, kill him's better, really, so I can play. Kill?
This will hurt.
Thank you. Kingberry pie. What is that king pie rip? I do love me some caneberry pie. Oh, what's this?
I did it. I did.
Scroll Array's dead, hell yeah. Look at all this stuff we didn't get last time we were here. Alright, so do you think they're inside the ruin? Right, they were under the enthrall of some object, and I dispelled it for them, and they repaid me by attempting to murder me. It's just how it goes with Cyclopes. Okay, so we can't get in. Where is the... Where are the bad guys? Oh, bad guys.
We will be victorious.
Not the particular bad guys I'm looking for, but it'll do.
Nowhere to run.
Which knife to use?
And Knock Knock should finish him off because, I mean, that's just what Knock Knock do. Hey. I'm not seeing a whole lot in the... Okay, yeah, here we go. This looks right. Hit. Plus 15 to hit. I'm flat-footed. Yeah, of course you're gonna hit. Alright, let's... That can take out their back line. I knew you could do it, buddy. Alright. Some bombs. Get dissolved in acid.
This should do it.
Get exploded by the power of my rapier.
You
Get stabbed so hard you just explode into a million pieces. Knock Knock, can you get up there? Hell yeah, you can. Knock Knock goes to do Knock Knock things. Get missed, nerd.
Tear them apart!
I'm glad you dead.
Fine use of my talents. A calculated risk. I'll try to make this swift.
Knock Knock's gonna come down here. What does this hat do again? +2 on all skill checks, that's right. And plus 200 carrying capacity. But the most important part is that it just looks dapper as shit. So it looks really good on Knock Knock. Alright. Well, I guess... the problem with this is that... Okay, you want me to put an in, but I don't know how you... Right. Saving grace. Well, I assume, yeah, but the door's closed. How am I supposed to go into the ruins if the door's closed, huh? Oh, found more cultists. Alright. Any archers? There is, but you don't get your full attack. Well, might as well move up and start shooting. Up just a little, and then do this, just to make, like, triple extra sure they only have a 5% chance to hit you.
Come here, Bax. Knock Knock stab you.
I guess that does mean not... Well, yeah, no, he's still got a sneak attack because they're flat-footed. Eat. Look at that. Where would we be without Juby?
They go down!
So it's come to this.
Kill that one. Surprised it took 3 shots, but oh well. Alright, I mean, I have a spell that would work really nicely here, but I don't have it slotted in, because why would I? It would require me to remember to actually go in to slot my spells as I get new ones, and so it feels like a waste of time, really. What's the, like, why waste my time putting in all the cool new stuff that I get when I level up that would make me far more efficient and my party much better and able to handle the challenges that come their way?
I aim true.
Alright, spellbook. Shocking grasp. Yes. Rigid touch. We don't need 2 of those. Okay, yeah. The on ability and take. Oh no, 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 no. 1 Cold of Cold, a Vampiric Shadow Shield. I mean, Bark Skin? No, take another Cat's Grace. That seems pretty okay. Matter, Resto, Greater Invisibility, and another Resto. Communal Stone Skin. Like, it's 10 Diamond Dust, but to give everyone DR10 to absorb, like, preventing 150 points of damage on everyone at the price of just 10 Diamond Dust. That actually sounds kind of nuts. Take another spell that I forget to use because you're so effective, I forget you even have spells. Oh no, we can't cast spells of this level. How terrible. You're not wearing a hat, though. I probably have Headband of Inspired Wisdom. Sure. Blessing of Element. Aspect of the +4 enhancement from strength and dexterity. Aspect of the Falcon. +2. And then you, sir, you can take a Death Ward from here. Grab those. Grab a Remove Curse and another Fireball. Take an Archon's Aura. Okay. 6th level spells. Undeath to Death. Okay. You only have one person that uses Strength, and that's Amiri, so Bull Strength Mass doesn't feel particularly useful. Take an Inspiring Recovery, and every 4, each ray requires a ranged touch. 1d6 points of damage per caster level. Yeah, take that, I guess. And then here, affected creature stunned. No, Word of Chaos. This is the one that has all these weird hit die based ones that I just cannot bring it within me to care about. Destruction. Touch attack, though. Nope, it's a close range attack. Hell yes. You know what? Take a resurrection. Why not, buddy? Why not? Have a resurrection on me.
That's what I'll do.
Yes, good, good. Alright. Our pal, the first cleansed or whatever is, yep, found him. He's so scared. Goddess, receive the most... Oh my god! Nope, nope, not letting this one happen. Ruthgert, the First Faithful. First Faithful looks at you from under a hood drawn over his eyes. Despite his face being cast in shadow, you see deep wrinkles near his mouth and dark circles under his eyes. Again. Damn it. I lost my voice because of endless prayers to my stern goddess. Whatever you have in mind, your cursed highness won't stop us. I shall return these people to grace. Please, my king, I have to die in praise of the kingdom. The last hope. Poor souls, you've been fooled, deceived. Stay your hand, Ruthgert, while you still can. His hands... Ekon watches Ruthgert's every move tense. His hands, usually tightly holding a weapon, seem to tremble slightly. Stop, Ruthgert. Do something you can't undo.
Oh, Mikey. Know how to fix everything. I can turn the grace of my goddess. I know what I'm doing. My congregation is depending. I failed once to beg salvation from Erastil. Now I must beg it by the goddess.
Enough, Ruthgert. It's only your pride and despair talking. Goddess will not return. She used the kingdom, then abandoned it to the mercy of fate. May she use and abandon me. Put down the blade. Stop this madness. Ruthgert's gaze shifts from you to Tristan and back.
So happy in your ignorance. Have any idea what it feels to lose the grace of the deity you served all life?
My dude, you have no idea.
I'm so tired.
That dude just, collapsed in on himself. This is not how I'd hoped to finish the story of the kingdom, but it's the will of the gods, those who worship them. Christian's face seems to emit a soft radiance. His entire figure is enveloped in a vibrant golden haze. He moves his lips as if speaking with someone. Christian? Christian opens his wide eyes, and there's molten gold under his eyelids, emitting a warm light. Christian's voice roars as if a whole host of divine creatures speaks through him. Jimmy Pathfinder, I am here. With me, the light of my goddess. Oh, what's going on? The most merciful believes that I have drained the cup of retribution to the dregs. Turning away from her will, I set in motion events that hurt the lives of many mortals. In her wrath, she took away what she had granted. I cleansed myself of pride and cowardice. She decided to return me to her. She agreed to spare me my mortal change that I may spread my wings once more. Lady mine, my healing light, never shall I stumble again and leave you. But Narissa, stolen lands. Please, Tristan, stay. You're such a good counselor, and I don't want to replace you. But stay. I'll walk the mortal path once more to its end. Only then shall I earn the right to serve in her embrace. So let it be. Watch the divine glow fade and disappear. Christian slumps to the ground, sighs, and opens his blind eyes. Gone. Cold without her. Christian stands tall and turns to you, with an infinite tranquility on his face. But her light is here. Touches his chest and smiles, not at you, but at that which only his blind eyes can see. Glad you endured this ordeal and found forgiveness. Pleased I could help you. I was hoping to prepare something to make amends. For this, I have received the grace of my goddess. All because you didn't turn away from me in my darkest hour. I don't know if I can ever repay you for this. If you don't mind, let us go home. We'll have plenty of time to discuss what has happened. Did we get some
How may I help?
buffs? He did, and it seems he did get a +2 to his wisdom, humane wisdom, and a +2 to charisma, which doesn't actually is like.
I believe I found something.
It's not gonna do anything for him. All right. Sorry, ladies. I need to loot your boss real. Oh my, he has some stuff on him. Yeah. In here? Alright, cool. Can I have to walk all the way down here? Hey, fine. Oh my god, it takes us so long. Alright, let's get out of here. And let's our way back to Barnhold and teleport back to the capital. Talk to our merchants to sell a bunch of crap. Barnhold. Alright, hopefully that means we don't have to deal with the Kingdom of the Cleansed anymore. Didn't like those nerds. Teleport home. First things first, go to the main square. Brittle, my man. Got some stuff for you. Alright. Sending. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. There's a club +2. Get rid of it. That. Now we have nobody that uses slaves. First off, offering. No need for a chain shirt +2 when we have a chain shirt +2, but better. Just kind of hanging out. All that. That. Those. All that. Boop. All right. Yeah, cool 41k. Do you have that stupid emerald? No. After this, I'll finally remember to take care of that. Alright. I'm gonna take a break real quick.